वेलकम टू माय चैनल रेडी फॉर एग्ज़ाम। हेलो फ्रेंड्स, इस वीडियो को देखने के बाद ये टॉपिक पढ़ने के लिए आपको कहीं जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। इस टॉपिक की पूरी जानकारी इसी वीडियो में दी गई है। इस वीडियो से आप नोट्स बना सकते हैं और पढ़ सकते हैं। तो आज हम पढ़ने वाले हैं मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक 5 लॉज ऑफ लाइब्रेरी साइंस में थ्योरी, लॉ एंड इम्प्लीकेशंस। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं।
Theories. Number 1. Dr. S.R. Ranganathan's 5 laws of library science were formulated in 1928. Number 2. He published the book titled 5 Laws of Library Science by the Madras Library Association in 1931. Number 3. 5 Laws of Library Science forward by Sir P.S. Sivaswamy Iyer. Number 4. And an introduction written by W.C. Berwick Sayers. Number 5. These laws were developed in 1928 and published in his book 5 Laws of Library Science in 1931. Laws. Number 1. Books are for use. First law. The first law emphasizes that the primary purpose of a library is to make books available for use rather than merely storing and preserving them. Historically, libraries were seen as repositories for the preservation of knowledge. However, with the rise of modern libraries, the focus has shifted to providing access to information. Implication. Number 1. Library location. Libraries should be centrally located to be easily accessible to their users. Number 2. Library hours. Libraries should have flexible hours to accommodate the needs of the community. Number 3. Library furniture. Furniture should be comfortable and functional with easy access to books. Number 4. Book selection. Selection should cater to the needs of the present and potential users, ensuring books are well maintained and accessible. Number 5. Library staff. The staff should be well trained, knowledgeable, and service oriented to assist users effectively. Number 2. Every reader his book. Second law. The second law focuses on ensuring that every individual, regardless of age, sex, or educational background, has access to books that meet their needs and interests. Implications. Obligation. Number 1. Obligations of the state. The state should ensure the establishment and maintenance of library system through legislation and financial support. Number 2. Obligations of library authority. The library authority must carefully select books and staff to meet the diverse needs of users. Number 3. Obligations of library staff. Staff should actively assist users in finding materials that meet their needs and provide additional services such as reference assistance and bibliographic support. Number 4. Obligations of the reader. Readers should follow library rules and make effective use of the resources provided. Number 3. Every book its reader. Third law. The third law emphasizes that for every book there is a reader who would find it useful. It is the responsibility of the library staff to connect books with their appropriate readers. Implications. Number 1. Open access. Allowing users to browse shelves freely increases the chances of finding the right book. Number 2. Self-arrangement. Books should be arranged in a classified order to make browsing easier. Number 3. Easy access. Shelves should be within reach of the average user and books should be easily accessible. Number 4. Catalog. A detailed and well-maintained catalog is essential to help users discover the books they need. Number 5. Publicity and display. Publicity through various channels and proper display of new books helps in connecting books with their potential readers. Number 4. Save the time of the reader. Fourth law. The fourth law focuses on efficiency in library operations to minimize the time a user spends searching for and obtaining material. Implications. Fourth law. Number 1. Classified arrangement. Books should be arranged to allow easy access and quick retrieval. Number 2. Catalog entry. Detailed cataloging, including cross-references, helps users find materials quickly. Number 3. Open access. Supports the idea of allowing users to browse freely to find what they need without delay. Number 4. Reference services. Professional and knowledgeable staff should provide quick and accurate assistance to users. Number 5. Efficient circulation systems. The circulation process should be streamlined to minimize book loan and return wait times. Number 6. Centralized cataloging. Prenatal centralized cataloging is encouraged to save staff time and effort. Number 5. Library is a growing organism. Fifth law. The fifth law highlights that libraries are dynamic entities that must continuously evolve and grow to meet the changing needs of their users. Implications. Fifth law. Number 1. Collection development. Libraries must continuously update and expand their collections to stay relevant. Number 2. Infrastructure expansion. The physical infrastructure, including space and technology, should grow in response to the library's expanding role. Number 3. Adaptation to technology. Libraries must embrace new technologies to improve service delivery and operational efficiency. Number 4. Staff development. Continuous professional development for library staff is essential to meet the evolving needs of the library and its users. ये रहे कुछ MCQ क्वेश्चंस जो इस थ्योरी में से बनते हैं। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, व्हाट आर द 5 लॉज ऑफ लाइब्रेरी साइंस? आंसर, बुक्स आर फॉर यूज, एवरी रीडर हिज और हर बुक, एवरी बुक इट्स रीडर, सेव द टाइम ऑफ द रीडर, द लाइब्रेरी इज अ ग्रोइंग ऑर्गेनिज्म। क्वेश्चन नंबर 2, हु इज द फादर ऑफ द 5 लॉज ऑफ लाइब्रेरी साइंस? आंसर, डॉक्टर SR रंगानाथन। क्वेश्चन नंबर 3, who published the 5 laws of library science? Answer, Madras Library Association. Question number 4, which year published 5 laws of library science? Answer, 1931. Question number 5, who is forward 5 laws of library science? Answer, Sir P.S. Sivaswamy Iyer. Question number 6, who wrote the introduction of the 5 laws of library science? Answer, W.C. Berwick Sayers. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग। अगर वीडियो अच्छा लगा तो प्लीज एक लाइक कर दीजिए। इस तरह के वीडियोस देखने के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए और कमेंट्स में जरूर बताइएगा क्वेश्चंस पढ़ने में कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं आ रहा है। थैंक यू। अभी के लिए बाय।